Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518. Welcome you back to Inside Pitch. The 1985 postseason continues. Tonight, it is Game 1 of the 1985 National League Division Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Montreal Expos. We are here at Stade Olympique for this first game of this exciting division series. The St. Louis Cardinals finished in second place in the National League East. The Expos won the division pretty handedly, as a matter of fact. Had a very good lead, won the division by about 6 games over by 4 games over the Cardinals to win it, and they are the number 2 seed in the National League. The Cardinals were the number 3 seed. They had the best record of the 4 non-division winners, and that is why they are in this division series against the Expos. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Stade Olympique for tonight's game. First game of this best-of-5 series between the Cardinals and the Expos. For those of you who didn't catch anything, the first game of the ALDS between the Blue Jays and the Twins was played earlier. Please check that out on the channel, as we have now officially begun the third round of this Inside Pitch 1985 postseason. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are ready. They want to see a big win tonight, but they're going to have a tough run around against this Cardinals team. They did win the National League in 85, and they were a heck of a team. They got great pitching, and they got great fielding. They're going to be a tough out, even though they are the number 3 seed in the National League. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos in this game is their ace, Bryn Smith. 18 wins, 5 losses, a 2.91 ERA, officially in 85. He gets the call tonight for the Expos. Are we all set and ready for more exciting playoff baseball? We had a good game this morning. Let's see what kind of a game we get tonight. Leading off for the Cardinals, left fielder Vince Coleman. 110 stolen bases that year in 85. And of course, he was the best leadoff hitter in baseball that season at least. Although Rickey Henderson actually had a better average with the Yankees. Here we go. Top of the first, let's play some National League postseason baseball. Smith's first pitch, 4-6. Against the lefty switch, that's a blank. Coleman gets to swing, and I'll re-roll that for automatic sewer dice. 2-1, that's a ball hit to right field. That is a 16 against a righty. It's going to be just out of reach. On the hit column, that's a 16, so it's just going to be a fly out to right. Coleman just misses a leadoff triple. Out number 1, here's the center fielder, Willie McGee. He batted .353 with 10 homers in 85. He was the MVP. He had a heck of a year. Smith will pitch. And that's a 4-3, and that's an automatic out. It's a star, too. It'll be a ground out to second. 2 down quickly here, and that will bring up second baseman Tommy Herr. He batted .302 in 85. Very good second baseman. Not great range, but didn't make many errors. Smith with the pitch. 1-1 hit by pitch 17 is way out of there. Herr will swing 1-6. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 1. And against a righty, that is a clean single for Tommy Herr. Herr gets a nice base hit. He will travel to first. 2-out single, and that brings up a very dangerous hitter, first baseman Jack Clark. Clark had 22 home runs in 85. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Stade Olympique. Is Pedro pitching? Pedro was not on the Expos in 85 there, Philip. He was still a kid. Smith will pitch to Clark. Well, first we'll have a strat roll, though. And that is a 6. Nothing happening there. Smith will pitch. That's a 4-5. Strikeout 11 is got him. He struck out Clark. Strikeout number 1 for Smith. He had 127 of them in 85. Stade Olympique, no adjustments to anything. So that is the end of the inning. One hit for the Cardinals, but that's all they get. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals will be John Tudor. He is their ace, and what a year he had. 21 wins, 8 losses, a 1.93 ERA. Probably would have gotten the Cy Young if it wasn't for some kid on the Mets who went by the name of Dr. K. Leading off for the Expos, bottom of the first, left fielder Tim Raines. Batted .320, 11 homers, had 41 runs batted in. Raines, an excellent leadoff hitter. Tudor will pitch, and that's a 6-2. Double question mark against the lefty. A 1-9 is an automatic. Actually, a switch hitter righty, 1-4, automatic out. The 13 is high. Raines gets the swing, and that's a 5-4, and he flies out to center. Out number 1. Next up is second baseman Vance Law. Expos might have won the National League East, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think this Cardinals team will probably win this series. But let's see how the dice go. And that is a 3-2. Strikeout, 16 is high. Law will swing 1-1. Base hit past second. A single for Law. He gets one off of Tudor. 1 out hit. And that will bring up the center fielder, Andre Dawson. I have him in center for this game because this is a left-handed design. This is a lineup I created designed against left-handed pitching. Pretty much the same batters except 1 or 2 platoon players. My rule was I cannot platoon more than 2 players per team for lefty-righty splits. Law on its second. The infield is halfway. Strat says a 16. Nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. 2-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Dawson a righty. A 1-16. That's a 20. He avoids it. Whoa. But Dawson gets the swing, though. That's a 6-6. It's a star 1. It'll be a deep fly ball to center field. But McGee will have plenty of room, out number 2. He almost gave one up. Here's the shortstop, Hubie Brooks. Brooks had 100 runs batted in that year. Good man to bring in when you have runners on base. 2 outs. The infield is back to normal. 13 on the strat. Nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. That's a 4-3. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Tudor, and that ends the inning. So no runs and a hit for the Expos. No score after 1. Top of the second inning, I should say. Batting for the Cardinals, right fielder Andy Van Slyke. I put him in right for this game. Andy Van Slyke, 259 average, 13 homers. Smith with the pitch. 2-2, that's at the park. Olympique Stadium says 2-2, and that's a ground out to second. That will be the first out. Here's third baseman Terry Pendleton. Smith will pitch. And that's a 6-4, a strikeout 10. He got him, struck him out on a 10. He got him. Strikeout number 2 for Smith. Out number 2. Here's the Wizard of Oz, shortstop Ozzie Smith. He is batting 7th in the lineup. Smith with the pitch. Smith will pitch. 3-3, home run question mark. Smith is switch hitting from the left side, a 0 on that one, so there won't be a home run there for Smith there, but Ozzie Smith gets the swing. That's a 6-4, and he flies out to center, and a 1-2-3 inning Go the Cardinals. You always like to win the first game of a short series, especially in a best of 5. We go to the bottom of the second. Batting for the Expos, right fielder Mitch Webster. Batted .272. 11 home runs that year. He gets the call against Tudor. Tudor will pitch 4-4. That's a blank. Webster will swing 6-5. He flies out to right. Out number 1. Next up, the third baseman, Tim Wallach, 22 home runs. And I always used, and every time I see Tim Wallach coming on the field, I used to watch this guy play baseball in the 80s, and now I'm watching his son, Chad Wallach, play for the Marlins. Just shows you how old I am. Tudor will pitch. 3-4, error on a throw. Wallach will swing 4-6, and that is going to be an infield base hit to short. And that is to Ozzie Smith. His error rating is a 4. That's a 16. He will not make an error. He'll corral it. He'll hold on to the ball, and Wallach will hold it first. No throwing error there. He holds. And another base runner for the Expos. Here's the first baseman, Terry Francona. He gets the call here at first. Francona, a .267 average. Infield is halfway. Nothing on the strat. I don't think I'm going to have Francona. I'm not going to have Francona bat. Bunt. I'll let him swing. Tudor, 6-1. Walk. 16 is high. Francona does get to swing. That's a 1-5, and he flies out to left. 2 men gone. And that will bring up the catcher, Sal Butera, for the Expos. Mike Fitzgerald was usually the main catcher for the Expos, but he was injured. He's not available in this postseason. So the Expos do have a couple of a player missing here. 2 outs, infield back to normal. Check to see a strat, see if anything happening. Nope. Tudor will pitch. And that's a 3-1 range play. Butera gets the swing, 5-5. It's a star 3. It's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to her. Infield back, range is a 2. Nope, he can't get it. That's going to be a base hit for Sal Butera. On a single pass second, Wallach will make it to third easily. His base running rating's a 3, becomes a 4. With 2 outs, he will go to third. So Butera gets a base hit, puts a runner in scoring position. But can the pitcher bring him in? Here is the pitcher, Brian Smith, batted .194 as a hitter. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Smith is the batter. I will check the strat. And that is a 13, nothing happening. Tudor with the pitch, 4-3. Strikeout, yep, got him easily there. Strikeout number 2 for Tudor. And that ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits for the Expos. No score after 2. Top of the third inning coming up. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Stade Olympique. And he says, go not St. Louis. Top of the third inning. Leading off for the Cardinals will be their catcher, Tom Nieto. He gets the call here against Smith. Smith with the pitch. 6-3 against the righty. That's a walk. 10 is good. He walked him. That is a walk for Nieto. Leadoff runner there for the Cardinals. And that will bring up the pitcher, John Tudor, 138 average. Let's see. In corners are going to come in for the bunt, but let's see if a bunt is called. And that is a 2-no. Tudor's going to swing away. Smith will pitch, and that's a 1-2, and that's a walk chance, and the 8 is going to be high. Tudor gets to swing, 4-4, and it's a fly out to left. Out number 1. Now the infield will go back halfway, as maybe Tudor was hoping to hit a grounder somewhere. Here's Vince Coleman. Coleman's 0 for 1, just missed a triple his last time up, just missed one. Nothing on the roll. Smith will pitch to Coleman, 1-1, hit by pitch. 15 is not a chance. Coleman does swing, 6-3. He grounds it to first. Does he turn to 2? 1-0-2. Shortstop is Brooks. -1 is a 1. So the only way the Expos get a double play is on a 1. Nope. Nieto's thrown out at second easily, and Coleman kind of easily beats the relay back to first, and there are now 2 outs. But that does put Coleman on the base pads, and even with 2 outs, he may steal. And that will bring up Willie McGee. That is a fielder's choice. McGee is 0 for 1. We will check the roll. That is an 8, and yes, I'm going to send Coleman. 16 plus 1 is 17. Butera plus 2 is a 19. The only way Coleman is thrown out is on a 20. It is a 20! You gotta be kidding me! Coleman takes off for second. Butera fires down to second base. Tag is made, and he is out. A 5% chance of being tagged out at second, and he is gone. Side retired. You gotta be kidding me. The only way Coleman is thrown out is on a 20, and that is how he is thrown out. Sal Butera probably just made the caught stealing throw of his life. Inning over. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, but we go to the bottom of the third. No score. As Stade Olympique cheers on that one. EA Tribe fan joins us here at Stade Olympique. Yep, getting burned on the D20. Know that feeling. Yep. That's what happens sometimes. Here's Tim Raines. He'll lead off for the Expos. Raines is 0 for 1. Tudor with the pitch. 5-5. That's a walk. 19 is high. Raines gets to swing. 2-5. And that's a star 1. He flies out to center. Out number 1. Here's Vance Law. Law singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Tudor 1-6 against a righty. It's a blank. Law gets to swing. 4-6. Base hit past third. Again, Law gets a single. He's now 2 for 2. 1 out single. Law will head there. And now here's Andre Dawson, the Hawk. He's 0 for 1. Infield halfway. I will check the strat. That is a 4, nothing happening. Tudor will pitch to Dawson. And that's a 1-3. Strikeout 10. Yep, got him easily with the 10. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Tudor. 2 outs. And now a chance for Hubie Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Check the strat. That is a 3. Nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. And that's a 3-2. Strikeout 9. That's going to be too high. Hugh Brooks will swing. That's a 4-1. It's a star 4. He grounds it to third. And that will do it. No runs and a hit for the Expos. No score after 3. Timeout for a quick drink. Some people ask me who puts together the batting orders. The batting orders are pretty much decided by Baseball Reference. I take the players I want, then Baseball Reference pretty much tells me where these players batted mostly in that lineup. All right. If there are any certain players that are not at the top of their position in the lineup, I decide where those players go after that. So pretty much these lineups would have been created by the actual managers of those teams, like Tony La Russa or Tommy Lasorda, or Davey Johnson, Sparky Anderson, that kind of thing. At least I would hope so. Of course, they may look at the lineups and say I'm full of it, which is possible too. Top of the fourth, I should say. Here's Willie McGee. He'll bat again. He was the batter when Vince Coleman was thrown out, and Coleman still can't believe he got tossed. Pitch from Smith, 3-6. Range play. McGee will swing 6-1, and against a righty, that's a fly ball to left field. The ball is hit to Raines. His range is a 3. He's got it. Out number 1. Nice play by Tim Raines. And here's Herr. Herr's 1-for-1, singled his first time up. That's a 1-6. Strikeout 4. Got him. Struck out Herr. Another strikeout for Smith. That's his third. Out number 2. And now Jack Clark. Clark was hurt late in the 85 season, but he was available starting the playoffs. Smith with the pitch. That's a 4-2. Range play at the park. Stade Olympique says 3-5. That's a star 3. It's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Wallach. His range is a 5. He's got it easily. Throws to first for the out. Side retired. Another 1-2-3 inning by Brian Smith. We go to the bottom of the fourth. For the Expos, here is Mitch Webster. Tudor will pitch. That's a 1-1 against a righty switch. That's a blank. Webster will swing 1-2, star 3. He grounds it to second base. Out number 1. Here's Tim Wallach. Wallach is 1-for-1, singled his first time up. Tudor with the pitch. 1-3, strikeout 19 high. Wallach will swing 2-1, fly out to left. That is out number 2. And now here's Terry Francona. Francona 0-for-1. Tudor with the pitch. 1-2, error on a grounder. Francona will swing 2-3. That's a ball hit to that is a ball hit to center field. That's a 1, and that is going to be a single. That is a single, and the ball is hit to center. Willie McGee's error rating is a 10, and he will make an error out there. It's going to be an error on McGee. It is an error on the grounder on a ball into the outfield. So that is a single, and an E8. Francona automatically makes second. His base running rating is a 2. McGee has no adjustment. On a 1-2, Francona will make third. Yes, he does. He does make the third base on the error as the ball got past McGee in center, and Francona will wind up at third. First error on the Cardinals. Puts a big scoring run 90 feet away. It will be up to Sal Butera to try to get him in. As the ball got past McGee, now can Butera bring him in? I will check a strat. That's a 7, nothing happening. Tudor will pitch to Butera. 1-4, that's a blank. Butera gets the swing. 5-2, start, question mark 7. That's a ball at the left field. That's a 15, but that is going to, against the lefty, that's going to be a double for Butera. He got it. A ball hit the left against the lefty, a 15, and that is a double for Butera. The Expos are on the board first. Francona trots on home, and when I first saw the D20, I didn't think that was going to be high enough, but I was wrong. It's a double for Butera. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Expos take a 1-0 lead. Double by Butera. How about that? He does hit that one hard. Tudor can't believe it. That will bring up the pitcher, Bryan Smith. He is next with 2 outs. Checking a strat. That's a 6. Nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. 6-6 against a righty. That's an automatic out. It's a start 2, a fly out to right, and the inning ends. The Expos on the board first. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 big error on McGee. After 4, it is 1-0 Expos. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Van Slyke. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 Expos. Smith with the pitch, 3-3. That's a home run with a question mark. Van Slyke, a lefty, that's a 0. Not happening. Smith obviously did not really, he might have allowed home runs to lefties, but he won't do it that way. But Slyke gets the swing, and that's a 5-4. And against a right-hander, that's a base hit. He gets a single. Single for Van Slyke. He will hold it first. And here's Terry Pendleton. Pendleton is 0 for 1. Infield halfway. Jack Dawson comes up here at Stade Olympique. What's next after the playoffs or the 85 season? You guys get to decide that. In my next season selection show, that day is done before the World Series. And then you guys get to vote. That's why the 85 season was chosen from the 4 seasons on Payoff Pitch. But now with Inside Pitch, we actually have more seasons to do. Don't worry, you guys get a chance to vote on that. Van Slyke is on it first. Let's see if there's a strat. And that is a 13, nothing happening. But we got a long way to go yet before that happens. Smith will pitch, 2-3. That's a blank. Pendleton will swing, 2-1. That's a base hit past second base. Van Slyke will make third. His base running rating is a 4. Needs to be a 3 to get to third base. He will get there. And now the Cardinals are in business with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. And that will bring up Ozzie Smith. Al, Red Sox fan, king of the hill, has arrived. If nobody here knows about Al, Red Sox fan, I'd like to know what cave you've been hiding in. Make sure you check out that unbelievable, disgustingly crazy, and most beautiful channel on the planet. He does it all. Runners at first and third. Ozzie Smith at the plate. The infield. Ooh, let's see. What do you do here? I think they're going to call the infield in and try to prevent the runner from coming home. We'll see what happens. Runners at first and third. Smith the batter. Checking strat. That is a 9. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. Smith will, well, actually a 9. 9 would be, does come up for a hit and run if you use Van Slyke's number. Hit and run? With the infield in? Why not? Hit and run. Hit and run comes up because Van Slyke's a 7, a 0, but if you add 8 or if you get an 8 or a 9, it's a hit and run, and it's not on the first baseman, but it is there. I'll take it. Runners at first and third. The hit and run will be on. Smith will pitch. 5-2. Possible error. Smith will swing. That's a 1-1. It's a pop fly ball to third. He pops it up. And that is Wallach calling for it. His error rating is a 7. That's a 15. He will make the catch. Out number 1. Wow, a hit and run, and Smith pops it up. Ouch. That is a tough out. The runners have to hold. Here's Tom Nieto. Now the infield's going to go to infield halfway because Nieto has a good chance at a double play. So can the Expos get out of this inning? I will re-roll the strat. That is a 6, and nope, nothing happening here. Actually, no. Let's see here. Pendleton actually becomes a 6. We're going to try the hit and run again. Smith will pitch. 1-5. Double question mark. That's a righty. A 1 to 11 is an automatic out. That's a 10. So we have an out. Question what kind of an out. It's a 4, and it's a ground ball to short. They're trying the hit and run. Van Slyke is coming in with the infield halfway. His base running rating is a 3. The Expos are going to try for, it is a hit and run, but they're going to try for 2 anyway. They're going to try for 2. 3, 0, 4. Short. That ball was hit to short. Second base is Law. +1 is a 5. However, a hit and run brings it down to a 3. A 1 to 3, the Expos get out of this inning. Yes, they do. Shortstop to second to first. Double play. Inning over. They got it. Holy cow, they got it. 6-4-3 double play on a hit and run. Runners at first and third, nobody out. And the Expos leave them, let them stay where they are. Holy cow. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 Expos. And for those of you wondering how that was, how they still turned the double play, Tom Nieto's ground ball double play rating is a 3. John Tudor, Brian Smith is a 0, and when you're halfway, you add 1 + 1 is a 4. The second baseman from Montreal, Vance Law, has a pivot of +1, which is a 5. But when you do a hit and run, the double play ratings are -2. So it goes down to a 3. So because Tom Nieto had a high double play rating is how the Expos got out of that jam. Bottom of the 5th, here's Tim Raines. As the stadium can't believe it, they cheer after getting out of that jam. Raines is 0 for 2. Let's see. Tudor will pitch. That's a 5-4. That's at the park. Olympic Stadium says 3-5, and that's a star 3. It'll be a ground out to second. That is out number 1. Raines is off to an 0-3 start. Not exactly normal for him. He did bat .320 in 85. Here's Vance Law. Because of Law was one of the reasons why they were able to turn that double play. Tudor with the pitch, 2-6. That's a home run, question mark. Against a righty, 1 to 16. That's a 13. It passes. Against a lefty, Law needs a 10. A 1 to 10, it's gone. Yes, it is hit high. It is hit deep to center field. Going, back. Gone. Home run. Vance Law is having a heck of a night. Home run law, stadium cheers. Yay! That's his third hit of the game. It's now 2-0 Expos. John Tudor has not been able to figure out Vance Law. And that will bring up Andre Dawson. 2-0 Expos. Tudor in a bit of a jam here. There is one out. Dawson is 0 for 2. Tudor with the pitch. 6-5 against the righty. That's an automatic out. Star 5, ground out to short. And that is out number 2. Next up will be Hubie Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 2. Tudor with the pitch. 2-4, and against a righty, that's also an automatic out. Star 5, and he grounds out to short, and that will end the inning. One run for the Expos on one hit, a solo shot by Vance Law. After 5, 2-0 Expos. Top of the 6th, John Tudor is due to lead off for the Cardinals. They're going to let him bat. I know it's only 5 innings, but I just don't think you yank Tudor out that quick. You do have a lineup that's very capable of getting runs. Smith will pitch to Tudor. That's a 3-2. Strikeout 11. Yep, got him. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Smith. Here's Vince Coleman. Cardinals have just not gotten breaks. Coleman got thrown out at second on a natural 20. D&D phrase right there. Dungeons and Dragons phrase right there. A big double play got them out of a jam. I mean, the Expos are getting some great defense. Smith will pitch to Coleman. Thank you very much there, BTS. 5-2. That's a possible error. Coleman gets the swing. 2-5. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. The ball is hit to Dawson. Error rating is a 9. That's an 8. And he's going to make an error out there in center field. So that is a single and an E8. That's the first error on the Expos. Coleman automatically makes second. His base running rating is a 5. Dawson -1 arm. So a 1-4, Coleman will get the third. And he does not. He holds. The throw was picked up. It was bobbled. In this case, it was bobbled by Dawson and picked up by Raines, who threw it in fast. Coleman has to hold at second, but that is a big error. Puts a runner in scoring position, and Coleman definitely a threat to steal third. And here's Willie McGee. So one error now on the Expos. They will check a strat. Does Coleman get a jump? 12. No, he does not. Does not get a jump, so he will hold it second. Smith will pitch to McGee. And that is Suadice. I'll re-roll. 4-3. And that is an automatic out. Star 3, ground ball to third. Throw goes to first, out number 2. The only way Coleman can get to third base is on a 6. And he will make it, as a matter of fact. He's got the speed anyway. So Coleman does get to third on a slow rolling grounder. The only play for Wallach was to get McGee out at first. 2 down now. Can Tommy Herr do something here for the Redbirds? Brian Smith will pitch. I will check to see a strat roll. That's an 18. Herr is not bunting. Smith will go ahead and pitch. 2 outs. Smith, 6-4. Strikeout, 17 is high. Herr gets the swing. Can he bring in a run? 5-1. No, it's a fly ball to left. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. But the Cardinals can't bring him in. Still 2-0. Bottom of the sixth coming up. As the Expos are getting all the breaks so far in this game. Timeout for a sip of soda. Unfortunately, Bobs, although I have all that energy and such in my games, it has taken a bit of a strain on my voice. I used to be able to sing. Since doing this, that has pretty much been badly damaged. But that's okay. I'm having a blast. Bottom of the sixth inning, 2-0. Tudor will pitch to Mitch Webster. He'll lead off. Webster is 0 for 2. Tudor will pitch. That's a 3-1 range play. Webster swings 4-4. That's a base hit to center field, but it's a range play. McGee's range is a 3. No, he can't get it. It will be a single. Base hit to center for Webster, and the Expos get a man on. Webster is now 1 for 3 after that hit. And now the batter is Tim Wallach. If the Expos can beat John Tudor in this game, that would be gigantic to beat the Cardinal ace. But we still got lots of baseball left to play. Webster on at first, infield half. Checking strat, 9. Webster does have a chance to steal. 12 minus 1 is 11. Nieto plus 1 is a 12. No, I'm going to call off the steal. I'm going to let Wallach hit away. You're up by 2 runs. You got a chance to get more. I won't steal here. Tudor will pitch. 4-5. Strikeout. 16 is high. Wallach will swing. 3-5. And he grounds it to short. 4-0-5. Second base, her. No adjustment. 1-5. They turn the double play. And they do without a problem. 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs. Maybe I should have stolen. First double play, the Expos hit into. Now with 2 outs, here's Terry Francona. Francona singled and got to third base on an error. So he's 1 for 2 in this game. Tudor will pitch. 4-4, and that's a blank. He's not tired. Francona will swing. 4-5. He grounds it to short, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Expos after 6, 2-0 in favor of the Montreal team. Top of inning number 7. Jack Clark will lead off here. Jack Clark will lead off against Smith. SDG Rate Plays joins us here at Stade Olympique. Clark is 0 for 2. Smith has still got some batters left in him. Tudor, however, he's actually running out of batters. We'll see how much longer he can go. Smith will pitch to Clark. That's a 4-2. That's a range play at the park. Olympic Stadium says 2-5, and that's going to be a rare play. It's a blank, and that is a 7. We're going to go to the regular inside pitch rare play board. That's going to be a 24. Second baseman goes into the hole to make the play, and Hurts arm on throw. Resolve play as a G4 range play. So the ball is hit to Law. His range is a 2. And he can't get it. It will be a base hit. It will be a base hit. So Clark, he hurts his arm, obviously, and Clark is good. It's going to be a single, infield single. Clark goes to first. Now it says we got to check for injury. This could be huge. The injury is to Vance Law, and his injury rating is a 1. So Let's see if he's going to be out. There could be an injury on him. A 1-2, he's fine. A 3-4, he's out for the game. A 5 or 6, we'll check it out there. And that is a 1. He is fine. Oh, the trainers come out to check him out, and they said, Vance Law, you're all right. Oh, stadium held their breath. Vance Law is having a heck of a game. But it is a base hit for Clark. So the Cardinals have a man on first. That will bring up Andy Van Slyke, infield halfway. Checking on the strat. That's a 9. Nothing happening. Smith will pitch. That's a 3-6. Range play again. Van Slyke will swing. 2-4. That's a fly ball to right. The ball is hit to Webster. It's a range play. His range is a 3. No, single or double. That's going to be a base hit. Jack Clark will get a single. That will be a base hit for Van Slyke. Clark's base running rating is a 2. Single to right, +2 to get to third is a 4. Right fielder Webster -1, a 3. A 1-3, Clark is safe. 4-5, he holds. 6, someone's out. It is a 4. He will hold at second. Clark decides to stay there and play it safe. Smart idea, but now 2 straight base runners for the Cardinals. And now Terry Pendleton. Infield still halfway. They're going to go talk to Smith, see if he's all right. He says, I think I can do this. Says, okay. Runners at first and second. Expos have gotten great defense to get them out of jam so far. Checking the strat rule. That is a 4. No play. Smith will pitch. 2-2. That's at the park. Olympique Stadium says 5-3. It's a fly out to center. That is out number 1, and Clark will have to stay at second base. 1 out. And now a chance for Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz. He's 0 for 2. Strat says a 20. Brian Smith's got a chance for pickoff. Turns around, throws to second, and he is safe. Barely. On a 6. That is a 6. Just missed the pickoff error, but Clark gets back. Almost nailed him at second base. Now he'll pitch to Smith. Smith to Smith, 3-2. Strikeout, 17 is high. Ozzie Smith will swing, 2-2. Line drive to third. Is there a double play? That is a 4, and no double play. No double play. Clark gets back in time, 2 outs. And now, can the catcher, Tom Nieto, come in here and make a hit? Expos, once again in a jam, but they're getting awesome defense. Runners at first and second for the Birds. Nieto is 0 for 1. Smith will pitch to him. We will check the strat. That's an 11, nothing happening. Smith will pitch. 6-3. Against the righty, it's a walk. 19 is going to be too high. Nieto will swing. 5-6. Star 2. It's a ground ball to second base. Picked up by Law. This time he's fine. Throws to first. Side retired. Again, the Expos get out of it. No runs, 2 hits. We are at the 7th inning stretch. 2-0 Expos. Sing your take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. What have we got coming up here on this exciting channel? We got more Division Series action tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, the American League Division Series game number 1. And I know Al Red Sox fan won't want to miss it. It's the Boston Red Sox versus the New York Yankees. That is the morning game tomorrow, ALDS Game 1. And tomorrow night, NLDS Game 1. The Houston Astros taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. As I know, Steeler fan will not miss that game. So that is our schedule for tomorrow as we continue the game 1s of the division series. Red Sox at Yankees in the morning, and then Astros at Dodgers at night. C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us here at Stade Olympique, as well as the Larry Harris. Welcome here, sir. If those of you, as I always mention, if none of you not know who Tony Porter or Larry Harris are, I suggest you get out from the rock that you've been living under. Those two are just absolutely full of awesomeness. We go to the bottom of 7, 2-0 Expos. This will be John Tudor's last inning, definitely. They're hoping he can get out of. He's due to bat first in the 8th. Leading off for the Expos will be Sal Butera. Butera had a heck of a game. He's 2 for 2. A single and a double. He's gotten good hits tonight. And he has an RBI. John Tudor will pitch. That's a 6-4. That's a range play at the park. Olympic Stadium says 4-4, and that's a fly ball to center field, but it's a range play. McGee has a range of 3, and he won't get it, and it's going to be a double for Sal Butera. He hits his second double of the game. He is hitting them where they ain't. Sal Butera, leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th. As he hits it over McGee's head. What a play, what a hit by Butera. And that does bring up the pitcher, Brian Smith. And that's going to be it for him. The Expos will go to the bullpen. He did an excellent job, but now he will be tired after 2 more batters. So they're going to yank him out, and they will go to the bench. 7th inning has to be the player with the most at-bats, and it will be Herm Winningham to pinch it. Winningham against John Tudor. Runner on second, some insurance there. The infield is normal. I am still rolling Strat, and that is a 17, nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. 1-4, that's a blank. Winningham swings 4-5, fly ball to left, out number 1. That's the first out, and that will now bring up Tim Raines. Raines is 0 for 3, yet to get a hit in this game. Strat says a 9, no play happening. Tudor will pitch. And that's a 2-5, strikeout, 10 is high. Raines will swing. 3-3. That's a ball at the left field. That is a 19 against the lefty. It's too high. And that's just going to be a fly out to left field. That is out number 2. Oh, Raines again gets under 1 there. Just didn't get the meat of it on the ball. 2 outs. On a fly out to left, Butera will stay at second. And now here's Vance Law. Law, who looked like he was going to be injured, but he was fine. He'll stay in the postseason. Fans give him a great ovation. He is 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Vance Law doing it all for the Expos. 2 outs. Check the strat. That's a 13, nothing happening. Tudor will pitch. That's a 5-6. Against the righty, it's a blank. Law gets to swing. 2-5. Double to left field. Law hits another one. He now hits a double to left. Butera will score easily from second. Law goes to second. Law's 4 for 4. It is now 3-0 Expos. John Tudor is fighting the law, and the law is winning it. He is 4 for 4 tonight. And the batter is Andre Dawson. And as much as they want to take Tudor out, they want to see if he can get just one out. He is due to bat first. Although we could see a double switch, but you got too many decent pitchers in there. They're going to take him out. John Tudor is going to come out of the game. That is it for Tudor. The Cardinals are not going to take any more chances, and we'll see. And I believe we will see a double switch. First, let's see who they're going to bring into bat, or bring into pitch, I should say. Let's see, right, switch left. I think they'll go with a righty. Cardinals are not going to do a double switch. They're just going to bring in a pitcher to try to get out of the inning. It's going to be Todd Worrell, 3-0, 5 saves, a 2.91 ERA. Todd Worrell will pitch to Andre Dawson, try to get this inning over. 2 outs, 3-0 Expos. Cardinals fought the law, and the law won. So far, he's 4 for 4. He's a triple short of the cycle. Worrell will pitch to Dawson. I am still rolling a strat. 11, nothing happening. Worrell will pitch. That's a 4-6 strikeout plus, and the 20 will get him. Dawson a 10 plus 10 is 20, and he does get him. No adjustment from Olympique Stadium, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits for the Expos, 2 doubles. Vance Law definitely going to get player of the game. I might share it with Brian Smith. After 7, 3-0 Expos. Todd Worrell is due to bat. Has to be it's still the 8th inning, so it has to be the most at bats on the bench. And it will be Cesar Cedeno, a late trade from the Reds, coming to the Cardinals in that year of 85. He will bat. And it's going to be right switch. Let's see who the Expos want to bring out. They're going to go with a right-hander, and it's going to be Tim Burke. 9 wins, 4 losses, 8 saves, 2.39 ERA. Tim Burke will pitch for the Expos against Cesar Cedeno. Yep, Cedeno at the end of his career, as Tony Porter knows his baseball. Burke will pitch. And that's a 5-1 strikeout plus. That 15, yep, got him. Struck him out. Strikes out Cedeno, out number 1. Now the top of the Cardinal order. Here's Vince Coleman. Coleman is 1 for 3, singled, got on base on a fielder's choice, and then got thrown out on a natural 20. Burke will pitch to Coleman. And that's a 1-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Switch here from the left side, a 1-9, against the left. I'm sorry, switching from the left side. 1-17 is a hit chance. 16 is good. However, Coleman only has a 1. So if Coleman rolls a 1, Coleman just went yard. No, too high. But he does get the swing. 1-6, and he chops it to second base, out number 2. So a bad pitch by Burke, but Coleman just gets over the ball, and he just chops it weakly to second. 2 down, here's Willie McGee. McGee is 0 for 3, and he committed an error in this game. Each team has 1 error. 3-0. Burke will pitch to McGee with 2 outs. 2-4, that's an error on a throw. McGee will swing 3-2, and that is going to be a base hit to left field. That's going to be a single. There's not going to be a throwing error because there's no runner advancement, so McGee is safe at first. He gets his first hit of the game. Cardinals have a man on. Now with 2 outs, can they do some damage? Here is Tommy Herr. Herr is 1 for 3. McGee on it first. I am not rolling Strat. Strat is called off. Cardinals are also in runner safe mode. Burke will pitch. 6-4. And against the lefty switch, that's a blank. Herr gets the swing. That's a 4-2. And that's a base hit past second base. It's a single. McGee, with a base running rating of 5, becomes a 6 with 2 outs. He has no problem making third, and he will hold there. Herr gets his second hit of the game, and now the Cardinals are threatening. And here comes the dangerous Jack Clark. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Clark with 1 swing and a bat can tie this game. They're going to go pitch to Burke and see how they want to deal with him. They're going to pitch. McGee on it third, Herr on it first, Clark at the plate, 2 outs. No Strat. Burke will pitch. That's a 4-3, and against a righty, it's an automatic out. Star 2, a ground ball to third. The throw goes to first. Side retired, inning over. No runs, 2 hits for the Cardinals. They have left a lot on base. Bottom of the 8th coming up, 3-0 Expos. The Expos have right switch coming up. Cardinals will bring out a right-hander, I'm pretty sure, and they will come on and bring on you're down by 3 runs. They're going to go with Bill Campbell. 5 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, 3.50 ERA. Not worried about fatigue, at least not here, because there is a day off in between games 2 and 3. It's a travel day. Of course, it's simulated. So every pitcher that pitches can still pitch tomorrow with no problem. Bottom of the 8th inning, 3-0 Expos. Hubie Brooks will bat against Bill Campbell. Brooks is 0 for 3. Campbell, 1-3, wild pitch. Do it again. 1-5, that's a blank. Brooks gets the swing, and that's a 5-5, and he chops it to short. Brooks is now 0 for 4, and that's the first out. And now a chance for Tim Wallach. Mitch Webster. Mitch Webster is the next batter. Webster's 1 for 3. He got a single his last time up. Campbell with the pitch. 3-2, strikeout, 11, got him, struck him out. He strikes out Webster, out number 2. And now here's Tim Wallach, and of course his son Chad plays on the Marlins. Yeah, I'm old. Wallach is 1 for 3. He got a single in the second inning. Campbell with the pitch, 3-1. That's at the park. Olympic Stadium says 5-4, and that's just going to be a fly out to right. A nice job by Campbell, and it's 1-2-3, and that is the first time in this game the Expos did not get a hit in any inning. First time retired in order, the Expos got a hit all the way from the 1st to the 7th inning. At the end of 8, it is 3-0 Spos. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th inning. They have left switch coming up. Tim Burke's going to come out of the game. And we'll see the closer for the Expos. Why not? Bring out the guy you know that's got to shut the door. It'll be Jeff Reardon. 2 wins, 8 losses, 3.18 ERA. Even though Burke is actually the better pitcher, but Jeff Reardon is the closer. Shut him down here. 3-0, top of the 9th. This would be a huge win for Montreal to beat John Tudor. The next pitchers up for this game for the Expos will be Bill Gullickson in game 2. And for the Cardinals will be Danny Cox. That's who the pitchers will be in game 2 of this division series. Top of the 9th, Jeff Reardon will pitch. That's a 4-6 against the lefty. It's an automatic out. Star 2, fly out to center. Van Slyke is now 2 for 4 after that fly out, 1 down. And now the batter is Terry Pendleton. Wondering if I want to see Pendleton is 1 for 3. I wonder if I want to bring in a pinch hitter here for him. And I think the answer is going to be no. I'll let Pendleton swing. Save the pinch hitter for another day. Jeff Reardon will pitch to Pendleton. If there was a runner on base, I probably would. 3-0, 1 out. No strat. There is no strat. Reardon will pitch. That's a 2-2. Hit by pitch. That 3 is too high. 0 for Pendleton, -3 from Reardon. Pendleton gets the swing. 3-3. That's a ball hit to left field. That's a 15 against a righty. It's going to be a double for Terry Pendleton. Pendleton hits a 9th inning double, and he will go to second. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning at RJL 518? I think not. Here's Ozzie Smith. He will bat. Pendleton on second base. Cardinals have now the tying run on deck. Now it's a save situation. Reardon will pitch to Smith, and there's no strat. Cardinals are in run safe mode. On balls hit to the outfield, I have a choice to advance the runners if I want to. Reardon will pitch to Smith. That's a 2-2. Hit by pitch. 10 is too high. Smith will swing, and that's a 5-1 against a righty. Base hit right up the middle. That's a single for Ozzie Smith. He smacks it right past Reardon. Pendleton's base running rating is a 3. He will score from second, and the Cardinals are on the board finally. RBI single by Smith. And it is now 3-1. And now the tying run is on deck. Tying run's on the plate. And the batter is Tom Nieto. Nieto is 0 for 3. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Nieto. Nieto's going to come back. Darryl Porter will take over at catcher if necessary. But the Cardinals are going to go with Tito Landrum to pinch hit. A better average. Tito Landrum will pinch hit against Reardon. Smith on at first. And Landrum does have a little home run power. 1 out, the infield is halfway. Still no strat roll. Cardinals get a run, now 3-1. Smith on it first. Reardon with the pitch. 4-2, strikeout, 8, got him, struck him out. He strikes out Landrum, that's out number 2. And now Campbell is due to bat. We'll see another pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Not much left on the bench. It'll have to be Ivan DeJesus. Ivan. Ivan DeJesus will come up to pinch hit with 2 outs now. 3-1. Smith on it first. Tying run at the plate. DeJesus, however, has no home run power, but it doesn't mean he can't get a big hit to bring up Vince Coleman. Reardon will pitch to Jesus. 3-1. 2 outs. Fans are at Olympique Stadium. There is no strike. Pitch. 3-4. Wild pitch. 17 is high. Nice block there by Butera. Ball 1. They'll do it again. Reardon will pitch. That's a 3-2. Walk. 15 is high. De Jesus gets the swing. 2-5. Line drive right to short. Right to Brooks. Pow! Into the glove. That's your game. Expos beat the Cardinals in game 1 of the series. 3-1. And they take a 1-0 series lead. 1 run on 2 hits for the Cardinals, but they fall to the Expos in this first game of this NLDS as the Expos take a 3-1 win. Final line score coming up. For the Montreal Expos, 3 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Cardinals, 1 run, 10 hits, and 1 error. Brian Smith gets the win. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. John Tudor takes the loss, 0-1. Jeff Reardon will get save number 1 for the postseason. A big win for the Expos. Reminder, tomorrow, game in the morning, Game 1, American League Division Series, Red Sox at the Yankees. Be there or be square. I know nobody wants to miss a Red Sox-Yankees ALDS. And at night, the Houston Astros will take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the NLDS Game 1 for tomorrow. So Red Sox at Yankees, Astros at Dodgers tomorrow, the first games of those division series being played. Bob's Tabletop Sports, Tribe Fan, C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter, Larry Harris, Keith White. Bob's Tabletop Sports, SDG Replays, Al Red Sox Fan, King of the Hill, Jack Dawson, and of course, Philip Reynolds, Bears Den. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. It'd be most appreciated. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart. Stay strong, and we'll see you tomorrow for more postseason action here. Expos beat the Cardinals 3-1 and lead their NLDS 1-0. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.